Okay, so here decided to lay out all the saws that I acquired this year. It's funny, I kind of started the year thinking I was gonna get out of saw collecting, and it looks like it's not exactly what happened. So let's go through them here. Now, I think that the first one of the year was this project. Homelite XL 700, 77cc saw, so that was a complete disassembly, new bearings, new seals obviously, there's a new crankcase, upgraded to the factory welded crankcase as opposed to the epoxy sealed ones. And then I think the second one was this beast right here. It's the McCulloch 795. Got these, haven't really done much to the saw, to be honest with you. Someday I'll probably dig into this one and do new oil seals. It was the new big West Coast spikes, and then I got this 36-inch hard-nosed cannon bar for it. Run the saw once this year. And then I think the next one was that guy over here. Jesus, make sure I don't trip and fall into this. Like something from a horror movie falling in there. So the Homelite 700G, I don't remember what they were, 77 or maybe 80 cc gear drive. Never cut with it. Redid the fuel system on it. I think that was it. Next one up would have been, where do we go after that? I'm thinking it's these little Homelites. So, a little Super Mini. That was actually about, I think it was a bunch of boxes of parts put together and made a nice little saw. That saw works pretty good. Man, I can't remember what they are. 42 cc's, something like that. So, all model specific Homelite parts, all good. This one here, Homelite Super XL 130. That one there came in, I think late in the summer, maybe early in the fall. Put it together again, another project saw, kind of like the Super Mini. It was a whole bunch of parts. But again, all new bearing seals, brand new cylinder in it, OEM cylinder, spikes, full wrap, you name it. The saw was completely gone through and rebuilt. Where are we at now? So then we got into these Pioneer, I think, next. This IEL HM, which ended up being a teardown. I didn't pull the crank out of it, but the top end came off, and redid the base gaskets and stuff in it. Had to replace a piston ring. And then this one here, I threw it in here just because it was acquired this year. It's going to be a 2025 project. I got almost all the parts for it. This is going to be a complete teardown. It's going to get new bearings, top end. Although the top end's good in it, I figure if I'm going to redo it, I'm going to redo it. So I got a bunch of new parts for that. So that'll be a 2025 project. Then, that was late fall. And then these McCullochs started to build up kind of in the winter here. Actually, no, it was in the summer that I got this Super Pro 80, early model. Very early, probably a 72, 1972. These guys are 82 cc's. And I've been collecting up some parts for it to redo it properly. So I've got actually a 24-inch McCulloch bar coming for it. And I put a new recoil, cover on it. Just because the other one had some paint missing. It got new oil seals just recently. New impulse hose. I have a boot coming for it. And then this guy here, the ProMax 700. This is actually next up on the bench. Just to go through it, it runs, but it seems to, I don't know, flood out. So it's either got a bad needle in it or something. There's something going on. I got to pull it apart and take a look at the carb on it. But it's going to get new oil seals and a carb kit. What else are we missing here? Another Mac 440 with a 32-inch roller nose on it. That was a big project for me. Complete disassembly, crank out, new bearing seals, brand new piston rings. They were aftermarket, if I remember. Cable rings. And then this beast just came along. This is the last one of 2024. That's a 103 cc monster. That's the Euro version of the 550 Super. It's a 595. And there's actually some stuff I gotta do to that still too. So that's gonna be another kind of continue on into 2025. But here they are, all laid out. That 1130 still needs some love. Got a big bar for it, roller nose. Got to cut a chain for it and mend it up. But for a year where I decided I wasn't going to collect chainsaws, looks like that's not exactly what happened, huh? Maybe you can relate. Well, here's the 2024 and all the best in 2025. Happy New Year, everybody.